together against the zombies, yeah? Co-op time! So much fun! Wunderbar! You're on 2 teams and only 1 team makes it out alive, so good luck.
Hello there, Play the Gamers. It's Booperdee2 ChWrr, and we are on Play the Game Central, and I am joined by Mr. ChWrr.
Hello.
And he's there, and he's got hair, and we are playing Grief Mode, which is on Black Ops 2. And this is actually our first game we actually played on Grief, and it was very, very fun. It's absolutely fantastic, actually, because the premise is that there's 8 players, it's 4 per team, and you just got to make the other team get downed, and your team has to survive. And it's very, very simple, and it's actually very, very fun, and it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's different, very different, because usually we just have the normal survival sort of base games, and now that they've introduced things like Transit and Grief, it's mixed zombies up majorly, and it's incredibly fun, especially when you're with your team. Online, I don't think you'd stand a chance, because...
Yeah, you just look at like the other team on this, they have no communication, they're just running around like mental, they're just random people, and it's just hilarious just trying to get them all downed. Like, at some point later on, like, you can do these knifing things, which make butterflies come out of them for some reason, which is
fucking weird.
Strange, but you knife them and then they get like a knockback and they get a bit of daze, and that also happens when you shoot them. And that's very, very useful for when they're reviving each other. Then you can just like knock them back and just distracts them, and they get caught in zombies and all kinds of things. But there's also little tactics which you can do, which we do quite a lot. And it's when like one person gets downed in a certain place, like on this, which is in town. Like someone's downed right now up in the Juggernaut building, and all the other teammates are downstairs, and so what we thought of was everyone stand on the stairs and block the enemy team before they actually got up, and they couldn't revive them because we had them blocked. And then there's also zombies coming, and so they would get killed by them. So it was really, really fun just to try and think of different ways to just grief them and just make them have a hard time.
Yeah, like that would sort of win you the game. Like what we're doing here right now, we trapped them on the stairs, and you can see right there, their whole team is almost down. There's literally 1 left. And little tactics like that really can win you the game. Even going back to knifing, you can knife people into the fire, and because we're on town, there is a lot of fire. So if you just simply knife one into a crack or into the lava, it can cause major damage to their tactics as well. But they've also added new things to Grief as well. They've added like a meat sort of thing, which you're seeing right now. And I've never actually used this, so do you want to explain what it does?
It acts like a kind of a monkey bomb. It attracts the zombies, so if there's like a team which are in like a set area like they are right up here, if I had a train behind me and I threw it up there, which I do have some zombies, then they should just go over to them. If I just ran past them, they would just stay by the meat and I could escape, and then they just stay there and then just start attacking them. And so it kind of distracts them and annoys them, which is really fun. And the Galvanuckles as well.
They're amazing.
They are pretty cool. Don't really exactly know how they work, but you just melee with them and then electricity comes out. I don't really see how that's realistic at all, but it's the future and it's magic. And it's just basically you hit them faster, and it's just really, really useful because there's not really much else you can do. Okay then.
For fuck's sake.
Keep going. It's alright.
Because there's not really much else that you can do, like spend your points on. Like you got Pack-a-Punch, but you don't really need Pack-a-Punch guns because the rounds you don't expect the rounds to go on past round 20 unless it's a team which is in communication and can actually work well together. But other things you can do, like with the Galvanuckles right now, you can see that they just punch them off and then you just keep them distracted and they keep them from reviving each other. And the best thing to do if you want to get people down and to stop people from reviving as well is to get your own train and then run into them, and then it just completely destroys and fucks up everything, and then they get confused, and it's really, really fun. And it's just a really, really fun game mode. It's really simple. There's added a few new mechanics, and I really do expect to see a lot more to come in. And there's also EMPs. If you get EMPs from the box, you throw them onto perk machines, and then they turn them off, and then they lose the effects of it. So if you throw one on Jug, it turns Jug off, and then they lose Juggernaut's effect. And that's just really, really interesting. They introduce mechanics like that.
Exactly. Don't really know what else to talk about. We've pretty much explained Grief itself, all the new stuff inside of it. I guess my opinion on the game mode is that, like I said, I really enjoy it. It's a change, and I think we can get some pretty damn good recordings out of these things. I mean, can you imagine Stranger Dangers?
Yeah, when we were actually playing, the commentary was just hilarious. We were just like screaming, just like, block him, block him, sniping him, reviving him, and it was just hilarious, and it was really fun. It's just really fun game mode, and I really like it. So that's pretty much just a breakdown of Grief and just the game in general. And I suggest you all go play it, especially if you have friends, because if you don't have friends, then you're gonna have a bad time. So make sure you go get some for zombies. And this has been the video. I hope you have enjoyed it and found it enlightening, and that you do go and enjoy Grief as much as we will. I have been Booperdee2. This has been Play the Game Central. Like the video. He has been Charlie Warren.
Goodbye.
Thanks again for watching another Play the Game video. If you'd like to become part of our community, then all you need to do is go over to our forums. They're at www.playthegame.co, and there you can interact with us and everyone else. It's very nice. If you're interested in news, gaming news, then you can head over to www.playthegamenews.com, where you can find all the recent Call of Duty news and other stuff as well, mainly zombies, but still. And the last thing is, if you'd like to follow us on social media, then you can find us at PlayTheGameCo on Twitter, or www.facebook.com/PlayTheGameCo. Thank you again for watching a Play the Game video, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.